Hi, this is Doug with NordicSkiSource.com. This video is applying a hard wax to your ski. First, you got to make sure that you have soft wax already in your ski. And before you get started, make sure to check the temperature of your iron. We're going to run a thin bead of cold wax all the way down the length of the ski. Notice that I've angled the iron. The iron is slightly touching the base, and we're letting that wax drizzle across both sides of your ski base. Next, we're going to iron the base from tip to tail. This is just going to be one smooth stroke all the way down, applying slight pressure on the iron to get the wax to spread evenly. Remember, you do have to wax the groove of your ski, and you want to make sure that there's wax in that groove before you run your iron down both sides of it. Follow this with 2 to 3 steady, consistent passes from tip to tail with your iron. Unlike a soft wax, we're going to scrape this wax when it's warm. We're going to allow the wax to solidify a bit. We don't want to scrape it while it's liquid, but we want it to be a good, soft, solid. First thing we'll do is scrape the groove and edges of our ski in the same way as a soft wax, and then we'll do our passes with a plexiglass scraper from tip to tail. As we've mentioned, let the scraper do the work. Make sure that you have a sharp scraper and keep your passes light. So when do you know when to finish? Basically when you're not picking up that much more excess wax, then you're going to be ready to allow this ski to either cool or to apply a cold wax. We've jumped ahead now. We've allowed our ski to cool completely. Next step is to do 3 to 5 fairly vigorous tip to tail strokes with your initial brush. Here I'm using a fine copper brush. You can also use a horsehair brush or the wild boar brush. Our next step will be 10 to 12 brush passes with, I'm using a stiff nylon brush here. You can also continue to use a horsehair brush. This is your second brush for the hard wax. We're going to follow this with a polishing brush. And we can use both a blue nylon from Swix or the soft polishing brush from Toco. You can also use both. One of the advantages of using different brushes on a ski is it will open up different parts of your structure in your ski base. One of the things about brushing hard waxes is basically you can't brush enough. A tip for getting even more excess wax out of your ski is to take your skis outside, let them cool off and get cold. This will squeeze little bits of wax out of your base, and you come in with your nylon brushes and brush them away.